Hi, I'm Reverend Noel Henry, the priest, the pastor at St. John's Anglican Church here in Bath. This video is aimed to show you what our church service would look like once we begin to worship in our church buildings. Over the last 6 months, the church hasn't closed. You are the church, the body of believers. As I heard one pastor say, we have been gathering for worship, just at a different location, in our homes. What we're doing now is transitioning our worship back into our church buildings. Here at St. John's, we'll be doing worship a little differently. Instead of meeting in our church building, which is on top of the hill, we'll be meeting here in our hall. This will be our sanctuary for a little while, until things go back to normalcy. You may be wondering why? No. Here are a few reasons. The hall is a bigger space. There's more room to social distance. There are better ways to practice good hygiene in our hall. And also, we have a washroom during our cold winter months, if we are still within this global pandemic at that time. There are those of us who at this time may not feel comfortable returning to in-person worship services. And I want to bless you in that decision. Our services will continue to be offered online. We would love to have you join us online. For those of us who are excited to come back to in-person worship, we bless you. And we can't wait to see you. So in this video, what we hope to show you is what our worship services in our new sanctuary would look like. I invite you to join us on our little dramatic play of our worship service and what a Sunday might look like.
Hello everyone, my name is Reverend John Morrison. I'm the deacon here at St. John's. And for this instructional video, we would like to walk you through the process of coming to church. If you are joining us on the 13th of September, for those who are staying home, our blessings are with you. When you first enter the church hall by the main doors, Margaret will be there to greet you. If you are a regular parishioner of this parish, your name is already on a checklist. Marg will simply ask you a question relating to COVID and contact, and I would caution you that if you are a single person coming to church, you must remain 6 feet apart from the person in front of you. If you come from the same household, then you could enter 2 at a time. At the front door, you will find that we have masks for people who do not have them. We have the offertory plate that is there, and we have hand sanitizer for everyone to use. Once you are finished with Marg at the front, you will walk into the hall in its own part. Either myself or Reverend Noel will be at the very front of the hall, and we will direct you to the seating. Due to the COVID isolation, we are required to fill all front seats first. If you are a single individual, we will direct you to a seat to either the front, left, or right. If you are a couple or from the same family, we do have seating options available for you there.
Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
I've got you checked off on our parish list. Welcome back to St. John's. Great to see you.
It's good to be here.
Yes, please sanitize your hands.
Okay.
And we have some masks available if anyone needs one.
Oh, I'm going
Or
to buy a
forgets
couple.
one.
I need
Wonderful.
some extras.
We're taking donations, no charge, and
Okay.
money goes towards the COVID expenses.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
And go ahead in and Brother John will seat you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Holly. I would ask you to come forward to me, and then I would ask you to go to the far seat on the front aisle on your right, please.
Assigned seating. Wow. I didn't know I'd been coming here long enough to get assigned seating.
If you are new to our church, there is a protocol to sign your own name in, and all the records of our guests will be kept for 30 days at a time.
List here, if you'd be kind enough to sign it. Excellent. We have extra masks if someone forgets or needs any at home. and our offertory if someone brought something with them. Thanks. Go ahead, Brother John. We'll give you a spot to sit. Thank you very much.
If you are new to our church, we welcome you. We ask that you follow the arrows on the floor and the directions of the clergy, who will then usher you to the seat that you will be sitting in.
Throughout the service, we will still have the peace. However, we are not able to contact each other during that time, and we would ask that you give a very polite nod to your neighbors to your left, right, and in back or in front of you during that time. At this time also, although there will be music from our organist, pre-church and post-church, we will note that there is no singing to be done in the hall, and music and hymns will be provided through the slideshow and the PowerPoint presentation that is normally done. And again, no accompanying singing should be done. The first services we will have for the month of September will be for morning prayer concepts only. We will not be moving into the communion services until later. And once we do, we will be following the diocesan guidelines for the issuing of communion, both the host and the wine.
At the end of the service, we ask that those at the last row to exit first through the south door. But wait, what if I have to use the washroom? Let's talk about that.
If you need to use the bathroom during church, we have the disabled bathroom is available. The regular ladies and gents bathrooms are closed to simplify the cleaning arrangements. Inside here you'll find some cleaning supplies if you want to wipe down any contact surfaces after you're done.
So, as I was mentioning before, we ask that those in the very last seat exit through the south door first, who will then be followed by the rows in front of them. The first seat will be the last to exit. The last seat will be the first to exit. As you notice, we ask that at all times you maintain appropriate social distancing of 2 meters from the person in front of you and the person behind you.
We want to ensure you that for your safety, all sanitizing measures will be performed after each service and before each service. That will include all the chairs that have been used and all the washroom facilities that have been used. Presently, we know that only the handicap washroom is available to each individual. This will ensure that as you return to us, that you are returning to a fully sanitized hall for our church service.
As our service concludes, we will not be able to gather for fellowship afterwards. This is to ensure that we're not gathering together in close circles, we're maintaining our social distance, and we're avoiding times and places where we might put others at risk through food and through sharing of different items. When you do leave our worship space after the worship service, do remember that there are the others that are looking into our church, our neighbors. So if you do gather outside and you fellowship outside, do maintain appropriate social distancing and masking procedures. We need to set an example of what it means to be a church that loves our neighbors. Our safety protocols are for the sake of others. We hope to see you again. Our heart longs to see you, either online or in person. God bless you. Goodbye.